prototype, and I used it a lot to figure out like how to deal with the wirings, what kind of motor is actually good,
Mm-hmm.
if the gimbal actually works, and it's one of the first gimbals out there that's motor based instead of servo based, and
I like the design.
right, the whole design was around GoPros.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so basically I got a GoPro,
Mm-hmm.
or my wife got me a GoPro, and I wanted to put it up on an airplane,
Mm-hmm.
but the airplanes were not stable. They were giving me like very shaky videos.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up designing this gimbal here where we isolated the vibration using the
Right there.
rubber. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we put it right in the front, so we have, when we're going flying really fast,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing, in front of the camera. And that was our original design about 9 years ago. So then we sold like five of these, and that's how the company started.
Is that so? That's 81.
That's the original 81, yeah. And basically, we're now building the 81 version 3, and those are like the
Ah.
81 version 2s right there. So we've gone from 81 for hobbies. We used to sell them as kits.
Yeah.
Now the 81 version 3 is now
Why didn't I
used.
know about that?
Yeah,
Man, I could have gotten one of those.
it was 8 years ago.
So I know. Okay, and then this is it with the top, with the
Yeah,
cover.
we try to
Okay.
do like how can we, make it a little bit more, at least look a little bit better.
Yeah.
So we molded some cover, but
Mm-hmm.
we just gave up on it because it wasn't really helping the flight. It was
Yeah.
making it worse.
Right.
So we left it open, but we covered this. We turned this into carbon fiber,
Yeah.
and that was it. We had that for 2.5 years until we stopped selling it because we converted to the version 2, which
Mm-hmm.
is much bigger, and we use the version 2 for training.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then these are all prototypes for our training platform. So I
Okay.
first designed this,
Mhm.
and we built like 20 prototypes, and then
Mhm.
we used it for our initial training.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem was one crash and it would break, right? So I didn't need the components started to become smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically started going into the smaller route. So
I
we
like
started
these.
designing this,
Mm-hmm.
and it would still break, and then we went to this design.
It almost looks like an FPV, that one.
Yeah,
The first one.
Yeah, but it carries a GoPro right in the front.
Yeah, I see that.
But this is before like the racing stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
you could see the NASA.
Yeah.
So it's still like no beta flight, all that
Mhm.
stuff, and eventually we settled down to this design here,
I like that.
and
yeah.
this has it's a Pixhawk system, so it's actually
Oh.
it's got a GPS unit. It's got it's pretty much a full size.
Yeah.
It's a full on drone
Mm-hmm.
where if you learn how to fly this and operate this, you
Mhm.
can fly the big stuff that we have here.
Can I take a picture of that one?
Yeah, and the aviation and also.
So, yeah,
This
this
is,
is the one. Oh my
yeah.
gosh, I didn't even see this. Yeah, okay. So you,
Yeah,
well,
so-
you can. So you want to talk about this one? This is pretty cool.
Yeah, so the
Check
ADF.
this out, guys.
The ADF is basically
Oh my gosh.
action drone folding. So
Uh-huh.
this fits into a backpack, but it's our
This
most.
it looks big. It looks
Yeah, but it
massive.
folds into a backpack.
I mean, here's my hand. Look how
Yeah.
big.
So basically, it's used. It's one of our most common purchased drone because a lot of customers use this platform and then we modify it for whatever.
So, okay, what do they use this? What's the use application for this?
A lot. So
Wait. Does these fold? These
yeah,
don't look
these
like they fold.
Yeah. So basically,
They do?
You click this out like that, and it
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here.
Yeah.
Okay. That's so cool.
Yeah. So our customer is mostly government, and the reason why they like it is because it's waterproof,
Mm-hmm.
rainproof,
Yeah.
dustproof, and then we modify it for whatever they use it for.
Mhm.
So USDA uses this drone now for the replacement because they can't use certain drones anymore. So they asked us to build drones for them, and this is their drone.
So, what is the name of this one?
It's called the Action Drone Folding because
Okay.
it's really our most compact drone for commercial use,
I
industrial
love the
use.
color. Yeah.
Yeah, it's our
Shiny.
company color. So if you
Yeah,
look at
the
it, that's
red,
like
yeah.
red.
All right, guys. So here's the Oh, you have this one of these things.
Yeah,
This is for inspection.
it's a prototype. Yeah, so
Do,
this was, yeah, you could say
okay.
it's an inspection, but mostly anything that's closed
Ooh,
quarters.
I wish you can fly it. Check this out, guy. Look, it reminds me of, when, because I saw the one that was flying for, used for inspection.
Yeah, yeah.
So, okay, so this is a prototype right now.
Yeah, it's a prototype, and
So cool, guys. Check it out. All right, so what are you going to use it for?
that's actually a listening device. So,
Okay.
so what it does is that we leave it in locations, and then it triggers, it turns on
That's
when
funny. It's a listening
there's
device.
people around, and then it records sound.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a prototype for Department of Justice. So this is actually the control for it. So the control's
That's
big.
massive.
Yeah, the control's big.
Almost like a
yeah, but
mini,
you don't really,
mini TV.
you don't even really use it. I
Yeah.
mean, this, you put that in there and you let it roll, and then you shut it down and it stays quiet until it needs to record.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't
That's
really
so
tell you what it's for because they don't tell us. They
Yeah.
just asked us to build things at spec,
Yeah.
like whatever.
No. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Totally understand that.
yeah.
So, okay, those are AD, looks like watercolor. Shardella painted those or what?
No, a guy named Limwell actually.
Lemuel. Filipino?
Yeah, he's
That's a common
Filipino.
Filipino name.
So he's an artist, and we asked him to
Very
basically
nice.
create a concept art
Uh-huh.
of how we want to
Drones
create
down at the
drone
bottom.
training.
Yeah.
And so this is based on an actual location,
Uh-huh.
and we actually made it.
It looks
happen.
like where we flew.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where it is, right?
so
I
this
gotta
is-
go there. Let me,
Yeah.
because it's better. I need to close up because that's where your test site.
Yep.
That's where it is. Okay.
So we actually
Okay.
this is how we pitched it to the city.
Okay.
So the city of Chula Vista.
Yeah.
We pitched it to them that we need a test site,
Mm-hmm.
and we used visual arts to show them exactly how it would work,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why the test site exists
Yeah.
because of this art.
So cool.
And it's important to us because this is how we
Yeah, for sure.
first really got into it.
I love that. That's so cool. And this one,
Yeah.
very nice. And then you're getting ready to put something here, obviously.
Oh no! This is
What's
when we have meetings. This is our board.
that's the board where
Yeah.
you write. Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like something where you put artwork. Okay. So this is the all right, the
So this is called the AD Action Drone VW1. It's based on a frame called Baby Shark
VW1
for
for
vertical wing one. So it's a vertical
okay.
takeoff system.
Mhm.
So the frame is actually called a Baby Shark. So you find them online everywhere. But
Okay.
what we've done is custom
Yeah.
made it so that it's made
Let's
for
see.
government use. So this is where the battery goes,
Mhm.
but all of our component, flight controller, Pixhawk system, all that stuff is all in here.
Mhm.
All the sensor is
Is in there.
In there, yeah.
Yeah.
And basic.
So how many sensors does it have?
So this is a drone that actually is a interchangeable system. So
Mhm.
we can have mapping sensors, we can have inspection
Mhm.
sensors, and then we could also have surveillance sensors. So this has about 3 different sensors that it can use.
Okay.
It's got about an hour.
Pretty big. It's pretty. Yeah. How wide? It's like
This
it's-
is 2,500 millimeters. So not that wide. I mean, it's
Who designed this?
some guy from China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's outgrown its purpose. So
Mhm.
this was our kind of like prototype in the beginning of
Mhm.
VTOL stages.
Mhm.
So now some of our VTOL that is actually being built now are much bigger than this. So just imagine this wingspan plus like. A couple of
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah. So what's the latest as far as VTOLs and eVTOLs?
Well, they're
that you
just
can share
they
with
just
us?
get bigger and bigger. So there's nothing special about VTOLs, right? I mean,
Mhm.
everyone has VTOLs.
Yeah.
What's special is actually the sensor underneath it. So those are the ones that are what makes the drone really, useful.
Mhm.
I mean, this is literally just the taxi for the sensor,
Mhm.
and it's really the sensor we need to pay attention to. So with this system here, we can, do a lot of work in a big amount of area.
It looks like it can deliver something too.
Yeah, like a burrito.
You love them burritos, man.
Yeah,
You always talk about
I just
burritos.
had a burrito for lunch.
I was actually on my way here. I wanted to stop, but I was already running late. I want, looking for a boba place, so I'll get it before when I leave. And then this is, I saw this when you did your TEDx talk.
Yeah, this is
This is the one you had over there,
this
right?
is the hexacopter prototype for like heavy lifter.
Uh huh.
So we actually prototyped this for the county of San Diego. So the
Mhm.
county uses our stuff,
Mhm.
but they asked us for a drone that could carry like I think it was a total of 7 different sensors
Mhm.
because they have 30 different missions.
Mhm.
So we created an interchangeable system that
Yeah.
could do GIS,
Yeah.
invasive species monitoring,
Yeah.
mapping. So their mission requirement is like insane. So we built it for them. It took us 8 months, and
Mhm.
then we delivered a few drones to them, and then now we do a lot of work with them.
That's pretty massive too.
Yeah. So
So, do you are you providing any of these drones to some of our law enforcement? No.
no,
No.
law enforcement they stick to what they started with because it's hard
Mhm.
to switch from one drone to another. So
Yeah.
majority of our law enforcement started with DJI, and it's really hard to get them out of
Yeah.
DJI. So they just stick to that, and they've been doing really good.
Mhm.
They have a lot of success on missions that they've been doing here in Chula Vista, actually.
Yeah, we're lucky because it's everyone's pretty everyone here in San Diego is pretty educated as far as drones as
Yeah,
opposed to other
other
there are
parts.
still some states that where some of the law enforcements are still uneducated
Yeah, I know it
about
sucks.
things because I think part of it's like we're home to I don't know Northrop Grumman. There's General Atomics,
Yeah,
so
and our population is pretty used to aviation and
yeah,
modern
yeah.
aviation, so this isn't like new to them. This is
Mhm.
something that they're so used to already.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so for them, it's just like, eh.
This is so cool, Daryl. Thank you so much for letting me do this today. I
Yeah.
really wanted to check out. So how's flying?
Oh,
I know
good.
you're a manned aircraft. So are you planning on getting your own
Airplane?
airplanes
Not
maybe in the
anytime
next
soon.
5 years?
Not anytime soon, because like COVID really like
Killed
hampered our
everybody.
our growth.
Yeah.
So we went into basically like survival mode,
Mhm.
and now we're just seeing the end of COVID, and our
Mhm.
contracts are trying to come back up.
Mhm.
So maybe sometime in the future, but right now I'm focused on making sure that the company actually starts growing again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think it affected everybody, not just you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but cool. I'm loving this red one. It's so cool.
yeah. It's my favorite.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is somebody's FPV.
Yeah.
Whose desk is this?
That's actually mine.
Oh, this is your desk? Oh, do
Yeah.
you fly this?
Yes.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
cool. This is something I want to learn how to fly.
It's fun.
Yeah, I know, but I get dizzy wearing
The
the
goggles.
goggles for some reason. I don't know. All
Yeah.
right, bye, nice office. Bye, collections. This is so cool. I love this wall. But yeah, thanks, Daryl, so much for doing this. And
Absolutely.
yeah,
Thanks, Nettie, for
I really,
having me.
really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye, guys. Hope you like this interview with Daryl. And do you
Oh,
have
too.
any parting words for the viewers
Um,
if they're starting their business?
well, it's a challenging business, but
Mm-hmm.
I think if you start now, um, know that it's a growing industry. So there is a future for you if you find ways to actually, develop your
I
business.
believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I am studying right now. Just at a snail's pace.
Hey, and it's fine because the industry is so new, right?
Yeah,
So even
yeah.
us, we've been at it for 8 years, and we're
Oh,
still,
8 years.
yeah,
Nice.
we're still grinding our way and
Yeah, yeah,
growing,
yeah,
but we want to make sure we do it right. And so
yeah.
I always advise people to not rush.
Mhm.
Don't
Totally.
overbuy equipment. Just
Yeah,
buy the right equipment.
yeah.
Understand your industry first, or who you're going to target in terms of industry, and then
Mhm.
focus on it. That's it. And then wait for the industry to grow and grow with it.
Mhm. Great insight.
Yeah.
Thanks, Daryl.
Yeah.